Hello students, welcome back to our channel Diksha Karnataka. So your KCET 2024 results are out. So the next step is your KCET counseling process. This is very important step to get your desired college and your desired course. So in this video, we'll be discussing the complete step-by-step process of KCET counseling and all the documents required. So every detail will be there in this video. Please watch it completely so that you don't make any mistake during the counseling process. You don't have any doubt during the counseling process because it is the most crucial step. Okay, so let us start with this video. So we'll be discussing everything about KCET counseling in detail in this video. Okay, so first of all, let us understand what is KCET counseling. So KCET counseling is a crucial step for students aspiring to secure admission in engineering, agriculture and other professional courses offered by colleges in Karnataka. Everybody might be knowing this, that KCET is only for the colleges present in Karnataka. So you can take admissions to engineering, agriculture and other professional courses. Counseling process is conducted by Karnataka Examination Authority and involves multiple rounds to allocate seat based on merit and preferences. Okay, so this is very important that you do not go to any other website for counseling process. Please don't, like, there will be many fake websites and all, so do not trust them. You are the main source for, or the main conducting authority of KCET counseling is KEA. You have to do from this website only. Okay. Next, the Karnataka CET 2024 counseling process will be conducted online. So it is an online process. And if the candidates fail to complete the counseling process, they will not be considered for admission. Okay. So to get admission in any college, it is very important to complete the counseling process of KCET. Okay, so now we will see the steps in this one. Okay, first let us see the eligibility criteria for KCET. So to participate in the KCET counseling, candidates must have qualified the KCET exam with a valid score. So yesterday only, just few days before your KCET results was out, right? So in that case, you must have a valid scorecard. If you haven't given that exam, then also you are not eligible for this counseling process. Second, met the academic requirements including specific subjects and marks criteria. So for taking engineering, you must have PCM marks, you must have qualified in that. Okay, and they completed the necessary documentation for verification. So whatever documents are needed, you must be able to provide these documents successfully and there should not be any fault in that. Okay, so these three are the eligibility criteria. Now coming to the step-by-step process. So first step is document verification and registration process. So first you have to do all the verification and then you have to register for the counseling process. Second is choice filling and locking. Third is your mock allotment. Fourth is modify, delete and rearrange of options. Then fifth is KCET round 1 seat allotment. Step 6 is display of seat matrix for choice 3, choice 4, fortified, cancelled, newly added. So once round 1 seat allotment is done, then students may have to, they may cancel, some students may come out of the counseling process. So the seat matrix will change. So the new seat matrix will be displayed. Then KCET rearrange of options. So you can make accordingly changes. Then KCET seat allotment result for round 2. Okay, so this is the basic step. First is document verification and registration. Then you have to do choice filling. Then there will be mock allotment. Based on mock allotment, you can modify your preferences. Then there will be round 1 seat allotment. After the round 1 seat allotment, there will be again the display of seat matrix. After that, you can make any other arrangement if you want. And then finally, round 2 seat allotment will come. Okay. So now we have to understand this processes in detail and what are the, what mistakes you should not do, what things you should avoid in each step. I'll be telling you, so please note them properly. Okay. Candidates have to reach the KCET counseling venue along with the required documents. So I'll also be telling you the document list. So you have to reach with all the documents. Then applicants must carry the compulsory documents in their original along with 2 sets of photocopies. So you must take the photocopies of all the original documents and keep ready with you. The authority concerned will check all the documents. An acknowledgement card and verification slip are issued to the candidates after the end of the verification process. So once you have submitted all the documents and all your documents are correct, the officers are satisfied with the document, you will be getting an acknowledgement card and a verification slip. If all the documents were found correct, and then the candidate will get a slip which will have a unique ID and password. So this unique ID and password is required for the next step of the counseling process. So it is very important that you submit the documents correctly so that you can get this ID and password. After the document verification, candidates have to register themselves in the counseling center. So you have to complete your registration. Details of the verification slip are to be added carefully in the registration slip. Okay. So very important that you take all your documents properly, correctly, and take photocopies also. Make them make the officers acknowledge them, get the verification slip, and get the unique ID and password. Okay. Now here are the list of the documents that you must take. So first is your KCET application form of 2024. Second is KCET admit card of 2024. Third is KCET application fee payment proof. Then you have class 10 or SSLC mark sheet and certificate. Then you have class 12 or second PUC mark sheet and certificate. Sixth one is the 7-year study certificate countersigned by the concerned BEO or DDPI. Next, you have recent passport size photograph. So 2 photocopies of your passport size photograph. Then your parents' income certificate, rural study certificate, caste certificate. Then if you have Kannada medium certificate, so candidates who have studied in Kannada medium from class 1 to 10 in Karnataka and also outside the state of Karnataka, for them this Kannada medium certificate is required. Then 12th is parents' study certificate or parents' hometown certificate or parents' domicile certificate, parents' employment certificate, parents' cumulative record, and then parents' marks card, etc. for the candidates claiming eligibility for government seats based on the domicile, study, employment of the parent. So if you want to claim any eligibility based on this, that is your domicile, study, or employment, then you can prove, you have to provide any of these proof. Okay. Next, 13th is identity card issued by the jurisdictional deputy commissioner or district magistrate or rehabilitation commissioner for the candidates claiming eligibility for government seats under Jammu and Kashmir migrants quota. So if anyone is there who wants to claim reservation for Jammu and Kashmir migrant quota, they have to produce these all documents. Okay, so these are the major documents that you must take with photocopies to the venues where the document verification will take place. Next, once the verification is done, so after receiving the seat matrix from the government, the option entry will start for the candidates and details regarding the category wise, course wise, and college wise available seats for the allotment will be made available on the official KEA website in the downloadable and print format. So government will release in the KEA website the seat matrix where you can see the number of seats available for particular branch, particular course, and in particular category. Okay, this is your main reference document for making the choice filling. Only those candidates will be eligible for option entry process whose verification process has been done by the concerned authority. So once your verification is done successfully and you have got that unique ID and password, those students only can enter the choice filling process. The candidates will be able to choose from the available list of colleges or courses. They can also choose from the available seats on display during the option entry step. So you can select which course you want, which college you want, and you can arrange them. Next, the candidates have to mention the priority number in front of the course or college displayed in which they are interested in and are eligible for. The option entered by the candidates must be in the decreasing order of their priority. So whichever college and course you want first, that should be given the first priority. Next, you have to order it in the decreasing order. Okay, this is very important. Next, there is no limit. This is also an important point, that there is no limit for option entry. That is why the candidates are suggested to enter the maximum possible number of entries to eliminate the possibility of not securing a seat. So whatever colleges are there, whatever courses are there, it is my suggestion to enter all of them based on your priority order so that you don't miss the chance of getting a seat. The less priority you fill, and if you are not eligible for that, you will lose a seat, right? So it is advised that you can make maximum number of entries. Next, the candidates can alter their choices made till the last date. Once satisfied with their option entry, the candidates have to click on the submit button followed by the clicking on the logout button. Okay, so just revise your preference list again and again, because that is the most important thing and that will decide which college, which course you are going to get. So revise it completely again and again. Once you are satisfied with that, then just submit it and then you can go log out from the portal. Okay. Now the candidates are suggested to make a printout of the option entry page once the process gets over. Okay. So take a printout of it so that to check the reference and you can know, like, if you want to make any further changes later, you should have a reference of that. Okay, so that is why it is advisable to take a printout of this. Next, so after this process is over, the next process is your seat allotment. Once the choice filling is complete, a mock seat allotment result will be published. So what is this mock seat allotment? This tells us that, okay, you may get this course and in this college, okay, but that is not never final, okay, that is just a mock allotment. So now what you can do is, this helps the candidate to understand their chances of admission based on their merit and preferences. Candidate can adjust their choices accordingly. So after the mock allotment is done, you can make any changes if you want, okay. Allotment seats can be checked online using the CET number. So you can just use your CET number and check this one. Next, KCET 2024 counseling includes 2 rounds of allotment, a second extended round and a special round. So once you have done this with the mock allotment, you will get the final final round 1 allotment. After that, again you can make changes and you will get round 2. And apart from that, there are 1 extended round and 1 special round of counseling. The candidate should ensure to download and print the provisional allotment letter. So once you have got any seat that is provisional, just take a printout of it and keep it for reference. Okay. So this is the third step. Next, the fourth and the most important step is reporting at the allotted institute. So to confirm the admission, candidates needs to report to the allotted college on the mentioned date and time. Okay, you have to go. And candidates are advised to carry the other required documents along with the KCET counseling allotment letter to the college for the purpose of verification. So in this step, after you have got a seat, you have to go to the college, take all the required documents, and one document that has to be added is your KCET counseling allotment letter, that you have been allotted this course, this college. That letter will be there. You have to download it and you have to take that and report in the college, right? Yes, so yeah, these are the important steps for your KCET counseling process. Very crucial step for getting admission to any college desired course. So just watch this complete video, understand it. If you have any doubt, please comment down, we'll definitely address it. And take the counseling process seriously. Do not do any mistake. Do not wait for the deadlines, because it may lead to any, like if the website is in problem or something, you will get into trouble. So be very active at this point of time. This is the last step to get into your college. So thank you for watching and please subscribe our channel for more updates.